So I'm at the European Climate Adaptation Conference in Rimini. I'm talking to Petra Manderscheid, who is from JPI Climate, which is an initiative to align climate change research priorities across EU member states. Petra, thank you for joining me. Can you tell me a bit about the work of JPI Climate? What are your priorities and what are you working on?
JPI Climate, as you said, is an intergovernmental initiative of countries in the European research area to align their national climate research programs in order to define new topics, to fund calls, to fund new research and new knowledge, and also to accelerate the uptake of knowledge from science to policy. So we have this double approach. So we've been running since 2011 with a number of European countries, not the EU exclusively. We have UK and Norway on board working with us, and we worked in close collaboration with the European Commission, with DG RTD, to align on these priorities under a common strategic research and innovation agenda, which is actually now being revised after 10 years for the future to address the challenges captured in the European Green Deal and addressing, of course, the challenges captured in the Paris Agreement and at global level. Mm-hmm. I think what we really have built up after the number of years that we were working together with the different countries is, we can say, we built trust, and we have the benefit of being flexible in our contributions. That is to say, countries can decide if they want to join all the activities, or depending on their national priorities, just make specific choices. And maybe a word on our collaboration with other entities in the same spectrum. So we work very intensively with our colleagues from JPI Oceans. Mm-hmm. With them, we have established a knowledge hub on sea level rise, and we just published an assessment report, the first European assessment report on sea level rise. Actually, if you can see that in our booth. We have it promoted, of course. It's a major output to contribute to this acceleration of transfer of knowledge from science to policy. Another partner we work strongly together is JPI Cultural Heritage. As we said before, the topic of societal transformation is becoming even more important, and we have specifically strengthened this partnership with Cultural Heritage. We have a program that has issued 16 projects, transnational projects, on the nexus between cultural heritage and climate change. And this is not only European, just to say that probably. We have international funders with the International Funders Group, which is called the Belmont Forum. So we include also the United States. We include African partners. We have China on board. So, so our initiative is European-based, but has a global outreach.
Applicable to everyone. Well, I think that's important, because without sort of global applicability or transferability, things are not going to go very far. So obviously, I want to go back to talk about some of the collaborations, the other activities you're involved in. But it's a huge undertaking, a lot of coordination. What are the major challenges of, carrying out your day-to-day work?
Day-to-day, that is a very specific question, because we're a very small unit, actually. Right. We are coordinating this from Brussels. We are a team of 3 people. But of course, we're not doing the work alone, but we are involved in projects. A project like MAIA, for example, which is a partner project to MAIA. Yeah. And there's a number of colleagues and institutions that work with us. So we bundle the collaboration in Brussels, and with the collaboration in these projects, we are able to set up a conference like this one. Mm-hmm. And I think you're also going to talk to my co-organizer, Giulia Galluccio, who was actually the coordinator of the MAIA project that enabled this. And I must say, for JPI Climate, this is a major activity, really, to bring science and stakeholders together in this, what I said, this endeavor to accelerate the transfer from knowledge to practice.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So obviously that's something that is an objective of MAIA as well. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that project?
MAIA is actually supporting the activities of JPI Climate, and there are three major objectives. It's a strategic strategically to look into the European research area to foster the collaboration between the countries. And there's a scientific realm where we really look into the next strategic research and innovation agenda, which is now being developed. So what is the topics for the future? Where are the gaps? Where do we address specific societal needs? And then there's also the realm of science society dialogue fora. And this is where ECHA comes in, where this is one of the activities we are doing for adaptation. What we are doing is similar effort for climate neutrality, so for mitigation, and this is coming up next year. So we alternate this.
Yeah.
Maybe a word on the global perspective.
Yeah.
So because we've seen here in ECHA, we are attracting not only European researchers and practitioners, we are also attracting the global community, and we have for the first time linked up with Adaptation Futures, which is the global adaptation forum, dialogue forum. And I think this is really important that a place like this makes the bridge to other dialogue forums that are going on. And I must say, I'm very happy that it worked out and it's building up this community.
Yeah, yeah. So tell us a bit about the Congress, because you and Magica are joint organisers. How is it going so far? You know, any key takeaways that you want to share from the event so far in day 2?
Yeah, I think from an organizer perspective, I think we are learning. We're doing this for the third time in a row. So every 2 years. So for 6 years, we've been busy with this. I think it's a growing community. So it's and also topic-wise, it's not also gathering the amount of people, but you have to have the right people on board. And for the scientific community, or this started from a scientific gathering, this is very much going into practitioner involvement. And we've seen in the plenaries discussions with politicians on the ground from cities. We had private sector involvement that is very important.
Transport for London was
Transport of London was there. Fantastic interventions. And as a key message, I got the feedback, this is the kind of discussion we want. And we are happy to be involved more. So to continue this effort of gathering the right people around, as I said before, also trust building between science and policy and practice.
Yeah, okay. So it's coming down from the research level and actually translating into useful insights for practice.
Yeah, I wouldn't say coming down, because it's a horizontal effort. Exactly. Coming together. Yes.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, it definitely seems like more initiatives like this are needed as people become more aware of them. You know, adaptation is not moving as fast as climate change itself. All right, Petra, thank you so much for explaining so much about the work of JPI Climate, Magica Project and the Congress. Is there anything else you'd like to share with us before we close?
Maybe that tonight we're going to have a wonderful dinner. And I think that's important, bringing people together around a common interest. That's definitely
Food,
there.
drink.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to the sun. I think it's stopping raining, and we have a wonderful, a good memory of this. I think that's it. I hope that everybody goes home with a good memory and the willingness to join further.
Yeah, I think we certainly will. So,
okay.
Petra, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.